Welcome to the final match of the 10th annual Ultimate Standard 2020. And we have, I really like how this turned out. We have one of the earliest decks in the tournament against one of the newest decks in the tournament, which shows you how the power creep, like the power levels dropped around 2000 and then have taken 19 years to get back to a level where they can compete with those early decks. But now they can compete with those early decks. So here we have very different styles, land and hand denial and disruption against just what would you call the style of Simic food? It's
I mean, this is just like value chain that just generates ridiculous value over time. I mean, get a 6/6, 2 cards that lets you get a 6/6 every turn, and also like neuter your opponent's stuff. I mean,
yeah. So I guess
one of the biggest problems with this, I think Necro's going to lose, which pains me, is that you look at, power. Yeah, it's just differences of power creep. Like back in the day, non-creature, non-planeswalker spells were much more powerful, but creatures are way weaker. I mean, I don't have any creatures that are bigger than 2/2s, and it's also the thing that makes Oko is its planeswalkers. And a 1996 deck doesn't have any anti-planeswalker stuff because planeswalkers didn't exist for another decade or so.
And Nevinyrral's disc doesn't destroy planeswalkers.
It doesn't destroy planeswalkers. It hits artifacts, creatures, and enchantments because that was all non-land permanents.
So that's the edge. That's the edge is the 3, because I may never get to play Nissa. I may never have enough mana, but I will get to play Oko. And once I play Oko, you're never going to be able to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I mean, attacking with 2/2s is never going to get rid of Oko. So that's
you don't
tough.
even make my guys into 3/3s because that just makes them stronger.
Yeah, so I think...
You make one elk and then you just block forever with that thing.
So that's the edge. However, if you can make me discard my Okos and I don't draw them, then that could be a thing. I rolled a 4, you rolled a 1. Okay, well, I will go first. It's always hard to choose your hand against Necro because you know that whatever you're looking at now will not be what you're looking at in 3 turns. So you have to be like, yeah, what can I do right away?
I think I'm going to mulligan this, actually. And then
I'll keep.
Get rid of 1. Okay.
By the way, this is best of 5. So we're going to do the first 2 games with no sideboard. I'll start out with Once Upon a Time. I will reveal this land. These go on the bottom. And then I will play Forest Goose. Food, your turn.
Okay. Ritual him.
Ritual him. I will roll... I rolled a 5, so either Gust. Glad you got that one. Don't care about that one. And
useless.
A 2 is Wicked Wolf, which costs 4. Okay, not so bad. Your turn.
And then I will Contagion, pitching Order the Ebon Hand, and kill the goose.
Interesting. Okay. Goose doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but I guess it churns out stuff.
Also enables turn 2 Oko.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
You're good.
Yeah, it's true. I guess Contagion doesn't really do that much, so you might as well use it on a Goose.
I think Goose is the best target I have. I can't really kill anything bigger, right? -2, -1 counters, so.
Boop it. Boop it. Your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Demonic Consult.
Oh, wow. On your main step, okay.
Yep, naming Necropotence. So,
so you have a Dark Ritual.
2.
There it is. Oh, wow. Oh, but that's gone. Okay.
3, 4, 5.
Okay.
6. Yeah, there goes the Ivory Tower, too.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a hippie.
Burning through lots of stuff here. Whoa. 15 cards. 16 cards. 17 cards. There it is.
There it is.
All right. Hey,
and then I'll Ritual
cards.
for Necropotence.
Okay.
And then pay 7 life.
Woohoo. Pretty
good. In fact,
good.
I think I'll pay 8 life.
8 life.
Okay.
Pretty good. A lot of cards. All right, my turn.
And then, so yeah.
Because of Drain Life, I don't attack you with the Paradise Druid. So I'll end the turn.
I'll Get rid of your hand.
Response.
Yeah.
Play this. Dump
As
it.
a creature.
Yeah.
Pass turn to you.
Okay. You're at 11. I'll attack you for 3.
Okay.
Your turn.
I'm gonna drain life the Brazen Borrower for 2.
Yeah, I was worried about that guy. Okay.
Necro for 4 too.
Wow. Okay. Woo! I'm gonna play Gilded Goose and not attack. Your turn.
I will play land. Play disc.
Oh boy.
I think I just stay there for the moment. Go ahead.
So that's gonna get all my foods too, huh? So end step, I will sack one of those foods.
Okay.
All right. So I take my turn. Well, I'll attack you for 2.
Yep. Taking damage.
Now I wish I had, but the 4, and I'll play this tapped, and I'll say go.
Swamp. Activate disc.
I'll respond by gaining some life.
Okay. While it's on the stack, I'm also going to Necro for 3. But I'm not going to exile those cards yet because the exile is visible, but I'll just draw 3 on my end step, essentially.
Okay. So I gain 3. 1, 2, 3. This is all gone.
Boop. Boop. Then I will play Order the Ebon Hands.
And you're still going to draw 3 at the end step. Okay.
And play Zern Orb.
Ooh, Zern Orb. That is pretty good when you're at 1 life. Wow.
Feels pretty good. And then on end step, I'm going to draw 3. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Well, my deck has felt pretty wimpy so far. It's not getting good draws. Let's see. Where do I get this turn? Another Paradise Druid. Your turn. So you've got first strike to sit back and protect against that guy. Interesting. You drew a card. How's it feel to draw a card? Feels so good. Your head's
feels good.
Your head's
real good.
Your head's a little out of frame.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let's see, what do I want to do? I will strip mine your breeding pool.
Sure.
Go to combat. Attack you.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess you can always just sack. All right. No blocks.
So
just 2.
No pumps either.
Right.
2.
You got a long way to go before you kill me.
Second main, hippie.
Okay.
Knight of Stromgold.
Lots of stuff.
And I'll pass turn to you.
All right. Well, we finally found Oko.
You're too late. I don't know about that, but
so hippie only deals damage to an opponent. Okay. So let's see. What do I want to do here? I could turn hippie into an elk. I could leave him be. I could turn the Zern Orb into an elk. That would be kind of exciting. That would put you in a weird place. Although I guess you could just sack a bunch of swamps in response. I mean, you're effectively at 13 life right now, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's funny. I think Oko's dead, actually. I don't think there's any... I'm not sure there's a scenario in which he doesn't die. He still gives you value, but...
Well, if I turn the Spectre into an elk, then you can pump.
Yeah, I swing. The guys that don't get blocked, I can pump.
3, 4, 5, and more, right? And since you have 2 pumps, it doesn't really matter to turn 1 into an elk. This is interesting. Yeah, this is a good game for Necro. I mean, I have to play it because you have the Spectre. So, food tokens buy me time to draw more, I guess. They don't buy me much time when you have pumps. I guess what I'm thinking about here, either turning a knight into an elk, which doesn't hurt you that much, but maybe long term is okay for me because that first strike is a real hassle down the road. Or turning your Zern Orb into an elk, which just means like you have a dominant position despite the fact you're at 1 and I'm at 24, but it means you have to be pretty careful because there's a lot of things that could happen, especially if I get to 5 mana and then at any moment there could just be a sudden vigilant land attacking you. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to turn off a knight
Knight becomes elk.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, but I think that's what I'm gonna do.
The tapped one or the untapped one?
The untapped one.
Okay.
And so he becomes an elk, and then I'm just gonna end the turn.
Side note, which is a waste of time. Do you know that card? Urborg?
The
Not
old
Urborg,
the
Simic,
old
yeah.
original Urborg.
Yeah.
I forget
Yeah.
what it does.
So it comes into play on tap, taps for black. Its ability is tap, target creature loses Swamp Walker first strike until end of turn.
Oh, okay. It's a land?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, that card's usable in EDH. It's like a better swamp in some ways. All right, so I go to combat. There's not much to this. I hit Oko with everything, right?
Right. And then
Any blocks? Or?
I don't even need to block, so, and I don't need to discard. Okay, great. Oka's gone.
And just to be safe, second main, I will him and get rid of whatever you have in your hand.
Mass manipulation.
Well, not getting cast anytime soon, so.
Oh, I should have made a food. I didn't think of this. I didn't think of this line. This is the line where I should have made the food, because then it
Dust
gives.
Wolf.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Okay, food and wolf. Well, I'll remember for the rest of the match now. Yeah, let's. Yeah, I go after the order.
Oh, right. You just have when it enters the battle, ETB fight, right?
Yeah, and then you pump
Yeah,
him.
so I pump and they trade.
Yeah.
Right?
All right, but now I have some time. Your turn.
And now I got to think about what I'm doing here. Funny thing is, usually I have your list.
That is a huge mistake. That is a huge mistake.
It's a mistake, but it's like that was super dependent on you knowing like what your next card is. Which
Although
you don't know.
actually, it's weird, because had I gotten the food, I would now have a wolf, but you would still have a pump guy with first strike, because he would not be an elk. He would.
No, if you gotten the food, you would no longer have the food, and the wolf would live, right?
The wolf. I would have a wolf, but you would have a pump guy. Now you don't have a pump guy.
I would still have a knight, yeah.
So it remains to be seen. Okay, go ahead.
I'll take my turn. Sorry,
This is a very balanced, close game, even though I have nothing on my side
Good
of
draw.
the board.
I will hit you for 5.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Second main, I'll play hippie.
Another one. Okay, it's speeding up now. We've only got a couple turns left.
Okay, go ahead.
Draw something. Here we go. What do we get? Okay, setting up for next turn, Nissa. All right, Nissa's on top. Nissa is on top. Although it doesn't do me that good, because Nissa probably just dies too.
I'm trying to think what she would do. I mean, okay, so first of all, lots of decision lines going on here. Main, combat, I'll attack you for 7, obviously.
7 puts me to 12. I'm okay with that, so I'll go to 12.
Yeah, I think I drain life you now for 5, maybe. It's maybe a little aggressive, but...
Just so you don't have to sack lands.
Or if you force me to sack lands, so I'll gain 5.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You'll take 5.
7,
go ahead.
7 doesn't play nice with your 4. Well, I guess it's 2 more attacks. All right, so yeah, this looks good for you. Let's see what I get. Yeah. All right, buy some time.
Move to attacks. Coming in with the team.
I will block the elk with the Paradise Druid, and I will take 4.
I will play Necropotence
Hmm.
and pay 4 life into it. And then pass turn to you.
Okay, so I'm gonna be alive for one more turn, I think. Your turn? There's really no way out of this, but let's play it out.
Combat.
All right, I block a hippie, I make a food, and I sack a food, so I'm at 6, and then I take 5, and I'm down to 1. Okay.
GGGR. Get good luck, get wrecked. Good game, get wrecked. Yay for Necro. Finally
Necro wins a game. Okay, all right. All right, I want to win this one. If I lose this one, it'll be pretty scary. Once upon a time, we'll grab a Paradise Druid. Your turn. Sorry, not your turn. Forest, your turn.
I'm about to be like, yes.
Go.
Good opening. Yeah, get rid of your forest.
Okay. Island, go.
Swamp, go.
Paradise Druid, go.
Night, go.
Wolf, hitting the agent. Or the knight.
Okay.
The cool thing is the wolves can survive a Nevinyrral's disc if they have food.
Anyway, swamp. I'm gonna pitch a Necro to play Contagion. So kill the Paradise Druid and a -2/-1 counter on the wolf.
Oh, weird. Okay.
And they're weird counters. So the wolf will be a 1/2, yeah, and the druid is dead, I believe.
Okay.
I will play Necro.
Oh, you pitched a
And-
Necro. I see. Okay. So you had 2 Necros. Interesting.
Yeah. Actually,
Alright.
thinking back on this, is that the correct decision? Yeah, I think I'll still do that. And then I will pay 4 life.
All right. Fabled Passage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go get an untapped forest. And then I will play Hydroid Krasis for 2.
Gain a life and draw a card, right?
Gain a life and draw 1 card. And attack you for 1.
Well, order the Ebon Hand,
Okay.
pay 2 life. Oh, here we go.
I will play a 5th land. I'll play Nissa.
That's a big problem.
Untap. Untap this forest. Attack you for 2 in the air.
Okay.
Your turn.
End step, I'll consult.
Okay.
Naming Nib Disc.
Yeah.
Oh no. Was one of them. And a Pump Knight too.
You've got 3 of them.
Oh, I'm losing so much gas here. This feels like a pretty impossible.
17 cards left. 16 cards left. 15 cards left. 14. Well, still, you want the disc. There's the disc. 13 cards left.
That was 30 cards, and that was like 2 Pump Knights, 3 Hippies, 3 Drain Lives, 2 Hymn to Tarox. Like, there's so much gas in there. My turn. Untap. Play Mishra's Factory. Play Disc.
Okay.
I will pass turn to you, actually.
End step, I will Once Upon a Time. Hydroid Krasis. Okay, and then start my turn. Draw for turn. Add a land. I'll turn your disc into an elk.
Yeah, that's basic. I think I just concede at that point, probably.
Wolf. Wolf, your blocker.
Okay, and then you swing with the rest of the team.
And that's only
That's only like 3 damage,
It's only
though.
3 damage. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. But next turn, yeah.
The fact that this comes in tapped is really a problem when up against Goku. I go to my turn. I think I just scooped, though. I don't think I have any way out of this. I mean, against your board state, I can't beat that board state where you've got the engine set up, and like the disc is the only way I have out of it, but you can just turn my disc into an elk before I can use it.
All right, so you concede.
Actually, what I'm going to do is go out on my own terms. I'm going to play Demonic Consult, naming Island.
All right, 1 and 1. Now we sideboard.
Swamp, go.
Once Upon a Time. Yeah, I will get a Wicked Wolf, and I will play a forest and say go.
Swamp, Night.
I'll Veil of Summer.
Just to draw a card.
Yeah. I'll play this and say go.
Attack you.
No blocks.
Take 2. Mishra's Factory. Dystopia.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I guess I have to sack a green or white permanent.
Yep. Upkeep, you sack the Paradise Druid.
You cumulative upkeep.
Take a damage. Yep.
Put a counter on it, because that's how we remember.
Okay. Hit you for 4. And then second main, I will strip mine a forest.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is like a weird aggro land disruption strategy. It's a little different. My turn?
Yep.
I will goose and food and say go.
I add the counter and then pay the tax, right?
Yes, so you lose 2 life.
Animate factory. Swing in.
Okay. I'll block the pump guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take
so I
2.
take 2.
Dark Ritual. Necro. And pay 6 life.
Play my wolf.
Yeah, and step. I gotta get rid of something, so I'll get rid of a Necro.
Oh, you're too many cards. Okay. I'll play my wolf and kill your knight, and pass the turn.
Use 3. Ritual. 3 mana.
Lots of mana coming.
4 mana.
Yeah.
Him you twice. Give it to your hand.
I was worried about that. I have a Veil of Summer in hand and a Questing Beast. So you got a wolf, a Questing Beast, a Veil of Summer.
Yeah, and then I will strip mine your Castle Blantress.
Wow. Okay. That was big. Double
and
him.
I'll also Necro for 4.
Wolf dies. Draw a card. Your turn.
Okay, upkeep, I let Dystopia die, obviously. Womp. Yeah. Night. Hippie.
Nice, okay.
And then I will, yeah, I think I pay 3 life.
So, if you didn't find a way to get rid of Necro or gain life, you're done with this is everything. All right. Well, I'm just drawing land, so go ahead. You got me pretty. Oh my God! Is it? Am I? It's not lethal yet, is it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. All right, I got one more turn.
Hey, I wasn't thinking about the pump. Yeah, you're at lower life than I thought.
I mean, I have a food, of course, but
yeah. Yeah, I think that is the line, right? I mean, yeah, no, I double pump, because why not? So 2,
2, 4, 5, 6.
2, 4, 8, right?
2, 4, 8.
Don't do. Actually, put yourself up to 12. I got to think about take back scenarios possibly, because the one awkward part about me putting myself this low. Actually,
if I top deck a Questing Beast, you lose.
I was thinking Nissa. It's the same thing.
Nissa,
I will not pump the knight. Instead, I will drain life you for 2. It's actually going to be the same amount of damage. 2, 4, 6, 8.
That doesn't protect you from Nissa or from Questing Beast.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. You've got Contagion now.
So you're still going to go down to 4, and I'll gain 2 life.
I see. Just to gain the life.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because, I mean, spoilers, yeah, obviously I have Contagion if I'm caring about that. But the thing is, even with Contagion, something like Questing Beast, I think... No, actually, those things don't kill me, do they? Just thinking no, okay, no. So I do the pump, sorry. You don't know. I won't drain life you. I'll still be at 1. I was thinking incorrectly about Contagion, about what it does.
Contagion gives 2 -2 counters, so there's no...
It's -2, -1. Yeah, so it'll stop anything, basically, for damage. But it won't kill anything.
Do you lose 1 life when you play Contagion?
Hmm?
Does Contagion cost you a life to play?
Good call. I will drain life.
Okay, yeah. You gotta watch out for those Force of Will. I've messed that up before with Force of Will. I'm at 1 life. Force of Will you. Oops. All right. Here we go. Oko, make a food.
That interesting scenario. Okay.
But
My
with
turn?
your pump, 6. Yeah, I guess that works.
Swamp. Animate Mishra's Factory. Pump the Knight. Hit you in the face for 7.
Okay, sack the food to go to
Okay.
10, and then I'm at 3.
Second main, I will play Dystopia. It's a green permanent.
Oh, it's permanent?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't care about it as much as creatures. It's the fact that it makes you kill Oko if you play him early is what
I
makes it
see.
good.
All right. Doot. Land concede. Okay. Yikes. Simic food to Necro. All right.
On the ropes.
Game 4. Simic food is down a game. If Necro wins this next game, Necro takes its first championship. Okay, we're going to start with Once Upon a Time yet again. Castle Vantris.
Okay.
And I would play a forest and say go.
Play Swamp. Go.
Castle Vantris, go.
Swamp. Him?
Veil of Summer.
Yeah, he has it.
And now
That's
that
right.
does target me, right? Yeah, target player. Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Hexproof from black. And I draw a card. Sweet.
Yep.
That's
2
pretty
for
good.
1.
That's pretty good news.
Classic. I was wondering, should I pull the trigger for that? I thought you might have it, but I was just like, I don't want to wait exactly.
Well, that's play styles. 'Cause we've talked about this before. I would probably not have played it because you have the green up. And you're like,
Yeah.
well, he has to have it. So you usually play it. Al Oko.
That's really bad for me.
And create a
That's
food.
almost like a game over right there. But there's also a reason
Well,
why I want to play it.
if you draw Dystopia next turn, come on, Dystopia. Why am I rooting for you? I'm not rooting for you.
Did someone say dystopia?
Yeah, there it is.
Massive jinx. I literally did not have it in hand. And you're like, oh yeah, if you draw Dystopia, you're still okay.
So you top decked it. All right, you top decked
Proceed
it.
to top deck it.
Okay, great.
Your go.
I guess I can make you do some damage to yourself for a while.
Yeah, Dystopia is actually a pretty rough card for you because you don't have much blue stuff in your deck. It's pretty much all green.
Your turn. So lose 1 life to Dystopia.
Yep. Spoiler alert, I am not sacrificing it. Not yet. Animate Factory,
Yeah,
coming in.
2 damage.
I was thinking Brazen Borrower actually isn't affected by this, but Brazen Borrower can't block most of my guys anyway.
Well, just your
And-
specters, yeah.
Yeah, as second main, I will play Order the Ebon Hand.
Play Druid, and I'm going to play Oko.
Tell you a line you might not have thought of. If you make my guy into an elk, I have to sack him on my upkeep.
Yeah, that's very good. And I'll have to sacrifice the Druid on my turn. Although you could just sack the Dystopia, and then you
Yeah,
have
I'm
an
probably
elk.
not going to do that while you have this much up.
I think you would, because I can just keep making. I could get rid of all your creatures while Dystopia's up.
Can't
So,
get rid
but
of
I
the
have,
Mishra's
but I have to
Factory.
keep playing creatures too to do that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Yeah, hitting your Ebon Hand is kind of cool. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Take counters.
Rip.
So your clerics become green elks.
Cleric Knights.
Cleric knights become green elks. And then you can decide whether to sack Dystopia or not. Your turn.
You have abandoned the dark side. Now perish. Still gonna take my original line, I think. Probably. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Icequake and blow up your breeding pool.
Sacrifice the druid. Draw for turn. Play a land. Alright, well, I just gotta make food then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Questing Beast.
Quester Lester.
And I will, yeah, I'll attack you for 4 vigilance.
Okay.
And then I will play the Gilded Goose and get another food. Your turn.
End step of Demonic Consult.
Okay.
Aiming Dystopia.
2 dystopias. Wow.
Pretty early. I lost some good stuff. I lost a Pump Knight, a Hippie, and most of my strip mines doing that. Lost a Necro too. Okay. I will play Dystopia. Maybe a mistake, but to put the pressure on, I will pay a life, pitch a Contagion to play a Contagion and kill the goose.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. That's control. That's some control right there.
And pass turn to you.
All right. Well, nothing I can do here. So these guys go. You have 0 cards in hand, and 2 dystopias out.
That's my problem.
I draw. Yeah, you're drawing. You're top decking. So I'll play Once Upon a Time, revealing Hydroid Krasis.
It's a card.
All right, your turn. Do you want to lose 5 life?
Yeah. So, the old Dystopia, I'm gonna kill it off.
Nice.
And the new one, I'll keep it, obviously. Well, for now, I'll animate both Mishra's Factories and hit you for 4.
I'm gonna sack 1 food.
Yeah, I think that's the line.
Okay. Fabled Passage for an island. Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm gonna play the Krasis. I draw 2 cards, gain 2 life, and it's a 4/4 this turn, right?
Disc.
There it is, the disc. That's trouble.
And then pass turn to you.
Did you just top deck that, right?
No, I actually had that in hand.
You did, okay. Yeah, because that's key. All right, so that's really good for you. All right.
Graces dies.
Yeah. All right, pass turn. Will you lose 3 life?
Nope.
Nope.
I think I try and put pressure on here. I'll animate Mishra's Factory. Hit you with it.
Are you gonna? Is it a 2/2 or a 3/3?
2/2.
Okay.
And then I'll play a Hippie.
Play a goose. A wolf to take out the hippie. Loving this, and
Wolf is also very good,
yes.
in part because Indestructible, which did not exist back in the day.
Yes. All right. Got through the dystopias. I'm still alive. You have 3. Well, it's 3 subs. You have 5 lands. All right. The game begins now, with you at 6 life.
I activate Disc.
All right. That dies. This becomes a 6/6. A tapped 6/6, right?
Yeah. And the foods are all gone now.
Mhm.
I think I do, just in the hope that I can somehow pull out of this, I'll animate 1 Mishra's Factory and hit you with it. I'm playing on my odds.
Because I'm tapped. Okay.
Yeah, Wolf is tapped, yeah. And I've still got 1 more left, so,
Right.
whatever.
Okay.
Go ahead. Wolf is good. It's all these new mechanics that are doing it. Indestructible.
Yeah,
Planeswalker.
huge mistake though playing that goose. Huge mistake playing that goose because
Well,
if
I
you
might
got
have
another
been a
disc,
mistake.
if you top deck a disc here, then I lose the wolf.
When I was thinking it was probably a mistake for me to play the hippie because when I have the disc out, because if you play something that forces me to sacrifice the disc, then I just wanted to put more pressure on your life total because you had so much food that I animate and block. Sorry, you have to give that back to me. That was a mistake.
Okay. All right. Your turn.
So I'll play Order of the Ebon Hand.
There you go.
Sorry. And animate Factory and hit you again. I think that's the path.
Oh, instead of blocking with the. Well, hold on. Because if you were at 7, you could let it through once, and then you would have enough to block. If you had 1 more life, you could double block the wolf. Next turn.
Yeah, no, I can't afford to let the wolf through. He kills me if I hit him.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. Do I win?
Yeah, I don't have anything. So you fight and kill me. Let's see what the top card. Yeah, I didn't have Interesting card, but it wouldn't have helped me in the situation.
Woo!
The final game.
Wow, I got through double dystopia. That was interesting.
Roll the marbles.
What kind of hands are we gonna get this game?
Okay. Swamp. Go.
Yeah. Swamp go. Okay, I like the sound of that. Draw. Once Upon a Time. Hydroid Crisis.
Okay.
And then I will play a forest into a goose and say go.
Svamp. Him to rock you.
And you get Breeding Pool. Oh, such a good draw. Thank you. Needed this land. I will sack the food to make blue, play Oko, and then make a food. I got the Goose Oko draw for game 5. Your turn. That's as good as it gets for this deck.
Boop.
Yep. There we go.
And then
That's as good as it
Boop.
gets for your deck. Oh!
pitching ritual.
Whoa, this is
So-
a great game 5. Okay, so
Goose is
Dystopia
dead.
into Contagion. Wow. Nice,
Killing
Mark.
the goose.
All right, I have to sack Oko.
Mm-hmm.
Untap. D-Raw. I will scry one with my temple. And end the turn. Can I fight back through Dystopias again? Wow, that was an amazing game 5. Whoever wins this match, this is what was supposed to happen. Turn 2 Oko, turn 3 Dystopia. You know, that's... And
I'll play
Necro.
Necro.
Wow, your deck's running good.
And pay 5 life.
Woo, you're low on life, though.
Yeah. There's not much I can do about it.
I will scry one again. Sure, I'll leave that on top. Your turn.
Mishra's Factory. Night. And I'll Necro for 3, actually.
Questing Beast.
Beast at least.
Attack you for 4.
Okay. I just take 4.
You take 4. That's beautiful.
That's rough.
Your turn. Now, would you like to take 3 more?
No, so I'll untap, upkeep. I think I let Dystopia die here. Yeah, I do. But his brother heard about what you were doing.
Right.
He was not very happy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play another night. And it's your go.
Okay. Wow, it's crazy. So, all right. It's a race. It's a weird little race we got going here, but I've got some life gain, which is interesting.
Yeah, I think you're in a better position than me.
Well, as soon as you draw into life gain, it's over for me. So we'll see what happens.
There's not that much life gain in this deck, though. I mean,
I'll pass the turn.
yeah, so I'll pay the 1 life here. Animate Mishra's Factory and hit you for 6.
No pumps.
No pumps.
Okay.
And second main, Swamp, Night.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. That's a lot of guys. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yikes. That's a lot of guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're putting me in an awkward position now. 1 card left.
And I think, let's see. I Necro for 1, I think, in this situation.
All right. I'm going to Veil of Summer during your end step. Just to
Okay.
cycle. 12 damage coming in next turn. Possibly 13. Wow. That's wild.
Be close, probably, depending on what you have. I mean, I assume you didn't draw like an instant win. Think about that Necro for 1. I was like, what if he has a questing beast? And I was just like, if he has a questing beast, I'm dead anyways. It actually doesn't matter. So
I thought about slow rolling the questing beast and surprising you with it.
it was good. You forced me to. Yeah, I mean, the extra damage was still good.
But yeah,
I mean, it'd be 4
two
life higher.
dystopias.
We'd be the same situation, except I'd be like 4 life higher, right? So
2 dystopias. So annoying.
String. I gotta admit, even if I lose this game, I'm not gonna be too salty. This has been a pretty epic game 5.
It's hard to see how you're going to lose this game, but yeah, I think what I have to do. I'll turn one of your pump guys into an elk.
Into an elk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my turn. Untap, upkeep. I think I was just thinking this line. I think I led to here. Well, actually, that's a good. Let me just look up the card real fast. 'Cause this is an interesting question.
Look up what card?
Hold on a
This
second.
is for the championship of the entire tournament. We have Necropotence, the namesake of the deck, is on the battlefield. Oko is on the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm just checking the way triggers. I think I have to sack a creature regardless, right? Because it would trigger, even if I decide that I'm not going to pay the life. The trigger for sacking a creature still goes on the sack, right?
Oh, interesting. During each player's upkeep. Oh, yeah, I don't know how it used to work, but current rules, both triggers would go on the stack. Your trigger to... Oh, wait, we better look up cumulative upkeep, because the way it's intended is that... Interesting.
In both cases, it says cumulative upkeep, the words say at the beginning of your upkeep.
Did you see what the current Oracle text is on Dystopia? At the beginning of your upkeep, if this permanent is on the battlefield, put an age counter on this permanent, then you may pay cost if you don't sacrifice it. Okay, so it's all one ability, the cumulative upkeep.
Yeah.
So you can choose, but yeah, I think they both say at the beginning of your upkeep, right?
Yeah, so they both go.
Dystopia says, yeah, okay, so you're gonna have to sack anyway. Okay, cool. So you sacked Dystopia and you lost a creature. That's great. That's great news for me.
You know what, Brandon?
What?
I'm not too happy. Okay, I animate Factory.
Yeah.
I play a Factory. I come in for the attack. 3 Knights at Oko. And Factory at your face, I guess. I think. Yeah, that seems about right.
I see. So you can protect the factory from the druid, and you can... Wow, yeah, you have to use a lot of mana to make this work, but I guess you can make this work. So if I block a knight, then you pump 1 knight for 2 black, and you give the one I'm blocking first strike. Right? Okay. Yeah, well, I'll block a knight.
Okay, give that knight first strike and pump another one.
And I take 2 from the Mishra's Factory, or do I take 3?
No, I'll have you take 2.
Okay. And Oko dies. And I need
Second main, I'll Necro for 2.
I need a top deck questing beast.
Or do I... Question is, yeah, I Necro for 2.
I actually wouldn't have attacked with the Mishra's Factory, because then you could block a questing beast if it appears. But,
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Do you want to make that a take back?
well, I don't know. Do you agree with that? I mean, it's...
What do you think? I mean, you're 2 health higher. You probably...
effectively at 15 versus 17.
Well, let's just stick with my guns. The 2 damage might be relevant. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna rue the day if this happens.
Well,
but
you know
still,
that I only have 2 in my sideboard.
Yeah, I was
and
thinking there's not very many of
there's
them.
one-
There's like a pretty low chance that you hit one
There,
here.
yeah, there's 1 in my graveyard, so there is a 1 in 44 chance that I draw one.
And like, I can threaten lethal next turn, but it's very close.
Yeah.
I think I'll just go for it. So
My
go
turn?
ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
What do we get? What do we get? Wicked Wolf, killing one of your knights.
Okay. Has been interesting. Factory. I think the play here is I swing both knights at you.
All right, I will block a knight. Or
Okay.
a cleric, I guess it's a cleric.
I will pump that knight and give it first strike.
I'll sack a food to you.
Okay. Go through to damage. I'm not gonna pump the other knight, so you'll take 2, and I'll lose a knight.
Okay.
Second main, I will play.
Not
hippie.
play the other. Okay, phew, I was saying, do not play the other dystopia. Do not play the other dystopia. Okay. My turn.
Go ahead. I might be lucky, but I'm not that lucky, I guess.
Yes. Okay. Land. X equals 4.
4/4.
And I gain 2 life, and I draw 2 cards. Yeah, if I attack and you trade with a wolf, then you come right back at me with like a lot of damage. So I will pass the turn and see what happens.
I think I'm dead. I have a card that's not irrelevant, but still. Final Mishra's Factory.
Okay. And you're not drawing any more cards, right?
No.
So you didn't. That's the crazy thing, is you didn't luck into any of your life gain, not even a drain life. So
I sided a lot of it out, though, so maybe that was my mistake. I
so
sided out the Ivory Tower, I sided out the Zero Orb, and I sided out like 2 of the drain lives.
so you are no more cards for the rest of the game. This is all you have to win.
That's what I got.
So you have to think. So
How do I
you
play
have
this
no
out?
cards in hand, so I can't lose. I mean,
I think it is. Maybe it is better to toss the. I think it's better to toss the Order of the Ebon Hand at you. Yeah, I pump him if necessary. I'm not using my black mana for anything else, anyways. So yeah, okay. So it depends a lot. I have no idea what you have in hand too.
right.
If you have another creature, you're in pretty good shape.
I actually will not block.
Okay, I'll double pump.
Okay, I'm at 8. Then I take.
Yep.
All right. So it doesn't.
See,
it-
what you really don't understand is I'm actually trying to mill you to death here. So unlike you, I don't have to draw.
Okay. So. Oh, well, this just got easier.
Yeah, if you have like practically anything, and if you play like land go,
Kill
then-
your
then
Spectre.
Kill the Spectre. Oh,
Yeah.
and then just kill me. Is
Yeah.
that what you top decked or?
Yeah, I top decked the wolf, but it was. So my plan. I actually had Questing Beast and Nissa in hand, and I could play them both. So I was gonna make a 3/3, a 4/4.
No, if you had like any gas
Yeah.
at all, I was just dead because all you need to do is buy time for like 1 turn.
But this is even faster, so I'll just do the Wicked Wolf. In fact,
Yeah, no,
to,
it's-
to do it correctly, I would actually play Nissa, play the Wicked Wolf, kill the thing, untap a land, make a 3/3, and then attack you for 4 in the air.
Okay, it doesn't really matter.
Woo! Simic Food pulls it out, beats doubles Dystopia. All right, well, I am going to end this video, and if anybody is wondering if Simic Food was the real deal, it has never faced Academy or Memory Jar or Ideal build of Delver, but everything or Spiral Blue, the nerf version of Academy.
I think it's interesting. It might be able to beat some of those decks.
But it is
Probably not Academy or Memory Jar. Spiral Blue, maybe.
we will bring it back again until it wins a second time. So it may be able to just dominate another bracket, assuming we ever find the time to do this again.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks for watching. Simic Food has defeated Necropotence.